Think about it. If you have to take 20 interviews to find the right person who can then take an entire 20 hours a week off your plate, I mean, geez, you spend 20 hours once to get 20 hours a week for life. What a great return. And this is why entrepreneurship at the highest levels, I'm going to go on a side drain here, but I think it'll be important. Entrepreneurship at the highest levels
I'm gonna get a
is always hiring ahead of where you're at. And for people who don't like their current business, if you're a business owner specifically, like I'm calling you out, I'm making my stuff for you. And so like, please share it so I know that this is the type of stuff you want.
Is it seriously done? It finished? Guess I'll search where I was at.
I've been in business for 13 years, $17 million in lessons, money to sell.
Yeah,
A lot of
so
it's way hard.
tedious.
That the Roadster, which is a $200,000 car, is a little bit cheaper than that. Significantly harder to do the one before because
It's so long.
I would have to have 25 it is now. You also have next resources to actually people.
You know what? I don't think this will work.
They like solving problems that they know how
Let
to.
me try a different approach.
I've been in business for 13 years. I've sold 9 companies. My last company I sold for $46.2 million. I own acquisition.com.
I learned this from a comp sci class.
There's very few things that will actually kill a business.
So it's
And
called binary
and then over
search.
time they realize that if they make a
So,
better video, they
start
have
at the middle.
outsized returns. Meaning,
Okay,
it kicks
I've
in.
seen this.
If you look at the cutting edge direct response score,
Right, I haven't seen
that
this.
they use approximate a brand. And so let me explain what that means. So if you go to quote cold traffic, this was this is
haven't seen
probably
this.
the lesson that took me so many years. I mean, I think I would say it took me a decade. And then I'm gonna have 2 hours, and I'm gonna have lunch again, and then I'm gonna have other stuff out. Like,
Okay, I
no,
think
like we
I've
don't
seen
do that.
this.
If they are gonna do something and it's core value, like think about it. If you have to take 20 interviews to find the right person who can then take an entire
I
20
think
hours
this
a
is
week off
it.
your plate, I mean, geez, you spend 20 hours once to get.
Alright, to explain, I used two approaches. One was linear search, and the second was binary search. To elaborate, binary search and linear search are two ways to find an item in a list. In my case, I was trying to find where I was at and watching my video, but they work differently, very differently. Linear search checks each item one by one from the start until it finds the target, making it slower for large lists, especially if the item is near the end. Binary search, however, is much faster, but only works on sorted lists. It repeatedly splits the list in half, comparing the middle element to the target and discarding the half the item can't be, drastically reducing steps. Thank you for watching.